When you talk about intimacy self-sabotage, I mean, I have a lot of thoughts running through my head right now, but I want to break this and shake this down with you.
Yeah. So intimacy, self-sabotage, when we have a belief system that maybe we're not worthy of being loved, we're not lovable, we're not valuable, people aren't safe, they're going to leave us anyway. So we have these core beliefs that get developed early on in childhood, and they get developed through experiences. They don't just come out of nowhere. Right. So these early interactions with our caregivers starts to send us the message about our own worth, about what we think about other people, what we think about relationships as a whole. And so when those messages start being sent, that becomes our programming. That's what we believe to be true. And so when we get into our adult relationships, if we've been programmed with beliefs that maybe our needs are a burden or no one's going to show up for us anyway, so what's the difference? Then we will push people away because it feels safer to either not let them close at all, which I tend to fall into that camp. Or if they do get close, then we're like, that's a little too close. That doesn't feel so safe. And so self-sabotage might look like picking a fight or nitpicking your partner, finding reasons not to like them. All of those can lead to this pushing away.
Sending people the voicemail, not answering a text message back.
Yeah.
Yep. Right? Like these are the things, these are the things that we do. And we think like in that moment, almost like, well, I'll show them, or I'm not going to get back, but it hurts us. We're the person that gets the sting from self-sabotage. It's not the other way around. What are some other examples? Let's help get crystal clear on this. What are some other things that you've seen in your time practicing that are good examples of self-sabotage, so that people could be like, well, I don't self-sabotage, and now we're about to prove them wrong?
So
take your time if you need to.
I believe really the conflict part is one of the main things. And so that would be picking a fight over something that really doesn't need to be a fight. That would be pointing out, criticizing your partner. So really nitpicking at them, nagging at them. Or if they're not your partner yet, as you said, finding ways to avoid. So maybe we're not responding to them as quickly as we could or at all. And then also just even our daily habits can sometimes set us up for that. So what are we keeping ourselves really busy doing? How are we staying distracted so that we can have these excuses? Well, I'm just really busy, I don't have time to date, or I'm just really busy, I don't have time to be intimate with my partner. That's one of the most common ones that I hear, and the most societally acceptable, unfortunately, one that I hear as well, because we are a society of busy. So if we use that as an excuse, everyone gets it. That's probably the biggest and most common one that I see.
I love that you said that so very much. I mean, because that's the deal. I mean, I think I just put up a video on Instagram a few days ago, and it's something like, did we all forget like how stupid it was to be this busy all the time? Like, it's incredibly, it's not good for us, and it's not a good long-term strategy at all. What do you think about self-sabotage and intimacy from like a diet perspective or a movement perspective? Just what do you think about, what would be examples of like that kind of self-sabotage?
Well, even from the extent of, and I guess this is more of a question, but if somebody is struggling maybe with body image, is that what you mean? Like how that becomes?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And we do see that commonly. So somebody generally, and I don't want to stereotype this, generally though, I hear most often women will struggle with body image. And so they'll talk about they don't want to be naked in front of their partner. But you're right, then they're not really engaging in the steps to help them to become comfortable with their partner. So then that also remains just as valid as the busy excuse, the insecurity excuse. And I hate to say that, because we do have insecurities, and that is valid, but not doing anything about it and then continuing to use that as the reason not to be intimate with your partner would certainly fall into the self-sabotage.